Well, well. Okay, now we see this guy. He's recording a message from the screen. Not yet. He's going to. When he presses this button, Skype will let him to record the message. Okay, and this is a dry run. It goes to programmer. Programmer said, I want my name to be revealed because it's his business. He needs to get his name out, that people know how good he is. And come to him instead of him running around saying, hey, I can't do that project for you. Well, people will come to him because they will see what he developed. And basically, uh, this is a message actually, a dry run, a message not for him, but for his daughter, who is amazing. She's amazing. She looks amazing. She's smart, amazingly smart and talented. She plays violin. Just incredible girl. And Dr. Z is supposed to send her a message through this guy. And he's a messenger in this little game. And before sending the message, because he is a parent, he wants to run that message by him. So this is the message to the messenger about the message he is going to deliver. And it's a dry run because uh, he will look at that message, and he has he has his wise man, very wise man, very wise man, with who he has established personal connection. Well, at least that's what he told me. He told Dr. Z that he when he prays, he feels feedback. Well, Dr. Z is not that fortunate, and he has to utilize people, really use them, because they have the connection to the right source, and he doesn't. So hopefully that message will be more clear than this one. It came out convoluted as usual, but programmer has already got used to this, and that's actually funny that we opened this window because that girl, she she follows his father's steps, and she's religious. I don't know how much, because he doesn't, but apparently she goes to church and does different things, and she is helping Dr. Z with the project specifically. Well, to show you later, maybe now, uh, now later. Okay, now I'll show Dr. Z. Will show you. Okay, the right gallery. Yes, you see, the probability was 103, and it's the right gallery. So that is math gallery, and here is beginning algebra gallery, and you see here, where's the bottom of that thing? Come on, where is the bottom of that? We need to scroll down to the, must be here. What in the world? Where is the slider here? Horizontal slider, where is it? Dr. Z messed up something again. Alright, so if they play these jokes on us, we'll play our jokes. Watch. Okay, so yeah, right here. You see this? What does it say? That's the girl's name. Okay, so we're going here. Well, obviously you don't hear this because you don't hear it. Okay, the program doesn't capture the sound for you. It's not Dr. Z fault, it's not your fault, but that's what she's been doing so far. She takes Dr. Z's uh, posts. Those are posts, we call them pieces of puzzle because they puzzle together image, they have text, be a portion, piece, and in this case it's a math problem, and then it also have sound, and that's what she did. She inserted this sound here. She made this piece of puzzle a little bit more complete. And originally, she would forget to put the source. And now, after we ask her a couple of times, she does excellent job. And who knew that it's a Colombian pagan love song? Did you? Well, we'll talk about this later. But the point is that what she does, what she has been doing, and you, well, that's the wrong one. Sorry, the wrong here. Okay, so and that is where we need to be. Okay, and that is where we want to be. Okay, and we ask her if she is interested in creating some posts about her search or interaction with the source. And maybe she's been thinking about it or not. But if she started doing something like this, and specifically, one of the suggestions was uh, to look into Bible stories, where Bible stories, where where the stories that describe uh, like sins, mistakes people made, and we need to calibrate them. The mistakes. We need to calibrate the sins that people do. Like there are, well, how many sins? We need to go into that gallery and see how many sins there and calibrate the sins. How many points are taking for sins of that level? And obviously, there is punishment in the civil society where the justice system, one of the foundation of the modern society, where they put them in jail, people who violate that principle. Well, believe us or not, here on this website, there is e-jail. And and you don't want to be in that e-jail either. Played Monopoly, you can come out and then continue your play, and it's fine. But still, strongly recommend not to get in the gallery of unfair players, and that's where it's supposed to that EJL is inside that gallery, and people who get there, they're losing fairness points. And then we also have, what do you think we also have? For people who do really bad things. Correct, correct. What could be worse than jail? It's a clue. What could be worse than jail? Okay, in jail, you could get there for life, and you could die in jail after being sentenced, spending there so many years. You'll die in jail, and it's still worse than that. What is it? Just think about it. What is worse than dying, and specifically in jail? Correct. It's Inferno, and we have E Inferno. So our Inferno starts with E, and it's Inferno. You read it as Inferno, not Inferno. No, it's still Inferno, but it starts with E. And it's designed, obviously, according to the uh, main principle, according to the established model. Okay, there is a accepted model of the that place called hell. Well, hell, what we cannot say hell. Of course we can. People say hell every time. Well, some people think that it kind of not the right word to say. We don't argue. Just say hell is it. Is that hell? And nobody is afraid of it. Well, you're afraid to go there, but you don't afraid this forces associated with it. At least some people think that there are, these servants of the guy who is the top guy in that space. Well, who is arguing? Nobody. Nobody. Maybe. How do we know? We're not arguing. No. We're just looking at the experiment because it's all metaphysical experiment. This subject is based on your personal belief and your interpretation of the brain wave signals that you get. And how in the world do you know where these brain waves coming from? Well, obviously from here, from your head, from your brain. That's obvious. Does it mean that they're yours? Or maybe someone streamed into your brain that idea that if someone mentioned the word, the simple word, which is the name, happened to be the name of that guy who sits in that freaking space, and it will be really, really bad. So don't mention it. Well, Dr. Z doesn't know. At least he's trying to avoid that mistake. Well, if someone wants to mention it, please do it. Okay. You can say, darn it. Well, or damn it. But, some people in Russia do it to say, черт побери, черт побери, черт побери. Well, it's a saying, right? Well, you mentioned that name. Well, черт побери. That's okay. Because you guys don't know what that means anyways, right? So, to be specific here, We don't think that we can send this message to program. That was it, and we'll save it and start something simple.